Okay, we're live, Chairman.
Right, thank you very much, Joanne. So we've got Catherine here, yes, and Mr. Tetler's here. So first item on the agenda is declarations of interest. And members are reminded of legal requirements concerning the declaration of interest. Do any of us have a declaration of interest?
No.
No? Public question time. Do you have any public questions from the members of the public?
No, we've not been notified of anybody wanting to ask a question.
Right.
Linda?
Minutes to Pam?
Linda?
Yes?
Can I bring something up under question time, or can I bring an issue up now, or do I do it later?
Oh, sorry, no. Oh, I didn't know you were with us. Yes, you can bring it up now.
Yeah, I mean, many of you will know we've had, for a long time, there's been problems with the corn mill. At the moment, the problem we've got is the vehicles that's outside. I believe there was an accident there a few weeks ago where one of the cars got quite badly damaged. It's an ongoing thing, and we seem to get it cleared up and then it comes back up again. So what Barrowford Residents Action Group have asked is whether we can just contact the proprietor or whether the council would be happy to. I have contacted Andrew Stevenson as well to ask him, because he's got some sort of relationship with the proprietor, just to see whether we can get the vehicles at the front of the building tidied up, really. That's all it was.
Thank you very much, Councillor McAvoy. Now, I don't know whether the police are joining us or not, but I know the police in the past have, if a vehicle is unsafe, they can do something about it. So I don't know, are they joining us, Joanne, or not?
No, they're not joining us tonight.
They're not joining. Okay.
No, they came to the last meeting, so, and we haven't had the November crime statistics
a bit
yet.
early.
Yeah.
So
Could we ask the police to look at it?
I'm sure we can do, yes. Because if the vehicles are not safe, then I'm sure the police are in a position to do something about that. Mr. Walker, David, is that anything your department can do?
Yeah, I was just going to report, Chair. We'll have a look and see if we're on private land, and try and make contact with the landowner if necessary.
I think it is private land. He's always used that in the past. So
we'll take a look then initially.
If you would, please. Thank you very much. So, I mean, I know you say it's been going on for a long time. I've been on this particular committee for 21 years, and I think it comes up every year. So
I don't expect us to be able to do anything with the building itself, but if we could just tidy the vehicles up, it would help.
Do something, yes. So, but if we could all have, if you can have a look, Mr. Walker, and if we can get in touch, can you get in touch with the police, Mr. Councillor McAvoy, and
what with PC Dib?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, I didn't know whether it was better coming from the committee or from me directly.
We'll do it from the committee then. I'm sure you can actually do it, but
yeah, well, I have his number, so
yeah, we'll give him a ring and.
Okay.
Chair, if I could, obviously, you know, we've been involved previously in planning and legal. So what I'll do is I'll send David an email and just let him know what we've looked into previously. But as you know, it is private land, and we have tried to get it tidied up previously.
Yeah, I know it's a bit of a nightmare, really. Councillor Newman.
Thank you, Chair. Could we not go on this one with the environmental blight? Because there's disgrace. There's no doubt about it. Thank you.
Right, I'm sure, yes, I'm sure that's something that comes under Mr. Walker, environmental blight. It's your lucky day.
Lucky me. Thank you, Chair. I don't think it is actually under me, but I'm happy to start the initial process.
Thank you very much, David. Councillor Newman, yes, you've got your hand up again.
I know this has been a very long, ongoing thing. Is there nothing that we can do to jolly this fellow along? Because he seems to be someone, I don't know who of the person, but he seems to be someone that does so much stops and then goes back 2 spaces. Is there nothing that we can actually do to jig him along to make him do something on a permanent basis?
I think we have tried an awful lot of things, Councillor Newman, over the years. So
I believe so, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I know at one time there was talk about planning permission being required or being asked for.
Right.
But I don't, Catherine, have any update on any planning permission?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
not on planning, Madam Chairman, but there are issues that perhaps we could talk about regarding legal issues outside of the meeting. I will send an email through.
Thank you very much indeed, Catherine.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's been this blight for years and years. And as you say, we did get the caravan moved some time ago, but.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Have we anything else? Any other questions? Nope.
Nope.
Thank you. Minutes to approve or otherwise the minutes of meeting held on the 29th of October. Somebody like to move those?
Move them.
Thank you. Thank you, Councillor Turner. Councillor Newman, would you like to second?
I'll second that. Thank you.
Thank you. All in favour? All 3 of us?
Yep.
Aye. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much indeed. So police and community safety issues, we haven't had the figures through yet because this meeting is in at the wrong time. So we'll let them off. Obviously, if they do arrive, Joanne, you'll circulate and then...
Yes, I'll email them to councillors.
Thank you very much. Right, planning applications. Just got through, and the first one is 20/0/0421, and it's full, and it's demolition of existing agricultural building and erection of a single-storey building for use as a children's cuddling farm, and erection of a detached dwelling and domestic garage with storage above. Have we got Roger Hines here?
Yes, I'm here, Chair.
You're here. I can't see you, but I take your word for it. Do you wish to speak on this?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So this proposal follows on from a formal pre-application inquiry to the local planning authority, in which we received strong support. So moving forward to the planning application that we have in at present, we have worked very closely with the planning case officer throughout the determination of the application. We have provided additional information as requested, and also had a highway speed survey done to help mitigate concerns we had about the highways issues. The application is very clear in its purpose. It is for an educational facility to support the applicant's already thriving and long-established nursery school business. A key note to note here is none of the facilities that are provided are open and available to the general public, and the planning authority can condition this decision to that effect. I know that we did have some concern throughout the application process that it was going to be something similar to Thornton Hall Farm. In terms of planning policy, the development has support at both national and local level from the NFU and a lot of local support. It is considered that there can be no sustainable objections to the proposal on planning policy grounds that would justify a refusal of consent. The proposal put forward has taken into account great consideration that the site lies within the Forest of Bowlands AONB. All of the proposed buildings have been considered to reflect the architectural language of the surrounding buildings and address the local vernacular. Concerns have also been raised in regard to increased traffic in the planning stage. We have mitigated this, and I don't know if anyone received the new pack out today, and we have a revised planning statement that was submitted during the application process, and I will paraphrase this. It should be noted that pupils and staff will arrive in the morning by minibus, and it will also collect pupils and staff on the return trip in the afternoon. No other vehicles will be used in connection with or visit the site in this specific context. That's all I'd like to add, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Hines. So, has anybody any questions? Any councillor any questions you'd like to ask Mr. Hines?
Chair, this is Neil Hodgson. Could I speak, please?
Yes, certainly.
Whilst I agree with everything that was just being said, can I just say that's exactly what happened at Roaming Rooster, and we need to be aware of that, I believe.
Thank you. Can I just ask Mr. Hines a question?
Absolutely.
You say it's not open to members of the public. It's only going to be open for the children who attend these nurseries.
That's correct, Chair.
That's correct. Is that in the conditions, Catherine?
Through you, Madam Chair, I'm just checking as we speak.
So am I.
No, it's not in the conditions, through you, Madam Chair.
Could we add a condition in that it's not open to the public, it is only open to a specific group of children?
We could word something if the applicant would take that condition. We could work something out that prevents it being open to the general public.
Would that be acceptable to the applicant?
Yeah, we feel that condition would be reasonable.
Yeah. Could we add that, please, Catherine?
We can look at that, Madam Chair, of working something out that's acceptable to the applicant.
Thank you very much. So have we any other comments?
Hello, could I possibly say something on behalf of Goldshire Booth Parish Council?
Yes, certainly.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, I just wanted to say on behalf of Goldshire Booth Parish Council, we do have concerns that the commercial aspect of the enterprise, the Cudlin Farm element, isn't in keeping with the AOMB, and also concerned about the additional traffic, although the information we've just heard about the minibus may well mitigate that. So it really is, the major concern is about a commercial enterprise in the area of outstanding natural beauty. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, so that was Becky, was it? Yes. Yes. I think the fact if it's not going to be open to members of the general public should mitigate that. Would that be acceptable? You obviously can't speak solely on behalf of the Parish Council, but and if it's acceptable to the applicant?
It is.
Yep.
Yes.
The recommendation is that we actually approve this. So have we any other comments coming in? Catherine, your hand's up.
Yeah, Madam Chair, can I just draw members' attention to the update report? I'm not going to read it all through, but obviously there's an additional letter of support from the National Farmers Union that's quite lengthy. So just to make sure that members' attention is drawn to that and that they've checked that. Thank you.
Yes, we have seen that. Councillor Turner?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Madam Chairman, I was just about to point out that I read the NFU's letter and the other comments that were there and was quite pleased with the letter that came in, and I felt that will be a benefit in the area. Whilst I can appreciate Golshabille's comments, in many ways, looking at it and looking at the site, I thought what a benefit it may well be in that area. It may well, I think it will improve the outlook down there, and it'll be good that the area is seen to be used effectively, especially for children. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Thank you very much, Councillor Turner. Councillor Newman? Councillor Newman,
Hello,
you're on mute.
can you hear me?
No, yes, I can now.
Right, okay, yes, I'd like to propose that this is approved, actually. I think it'd be a far better outlook for the A&OB area as to what is actually down there now. And it's highly recommended by various organisations, so I'd like to propose that we approve this one. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Councillor Turner, is that second?
May I second it?
Yes, certainly you can.
Thank you,
All
Madam
in
Chair.
favour that this be approved?
Yes.
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 That is approved. So that's Councillor Newman, Councillor McAvoy, Councillor Turner and myself.
Thank you.
Thank you. So our next planning application is 20/0560 and it's extension to form first floor to siding replacement roof to rear conservatory at Little Stonehenge Farm, Gisborne Road, Blacko. And we have a speaker on that. Mr. Smith, Howard Smith, are you here?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Very slightly, yes. I can actually see you now, as well as hearing you.
Hello?
Hello? Yes, we can hear you now.
Do you want my comments now?
Please, yes.
Just a bit of background. We've lived at the house at Little Stonehenge Farm for 20 years. And the extension in question, it was originally a garage. And then my predecessor converted it into rooms. We do enjoy some space on the first floor level, but unfortunately it's restricted in height and the headroom is no good for me, being 6'1" tall. And the purpose of our extension application is that we raise the level of the extension to the level of the existing buildings surrounding us, alongside us. The planning officer has stated that the host dwelling is a traditional barn. This is not true. The host dwelling is the original farmhouse. The farm buildings and barn were converted and are the subject of other developments. There are 3 developments within the cluster here, and the officer's statement that the existing dwelling is semi-detached is incorrect. And then there are no highway objections to our development, no objections from the public, neighbours or people on the circulation list. And we don't consider the development to be of poor design. On the contrary, the development will help to enhance the area. We need additional space in our property for office facilities. We're encouraged to work at home by the government in the current crisis, and even with vaccines, we still feel that working from home will continue to be commonplace in the future, saving travelling and expenses and also being good for the environment. Additional space for guests at our property would be welcome. I personally cannot enter a room in the first floor of the extension without bumping my head and shoulders, being so tall. We're not considering increasing the footprint of the extension, and we don't consider the development would be disproportionate to the original building because it would simply bring it into line with the neighbouring properties. And I don't see how the proposed development would be eroding the character of the original building. And looking at the drawings that have been submitted, I can see how the extension may look to be large in comparison to the existing dwelling house. But it must be noted that the original farmhouse is split into 2, and the second property, the cottage as we call it, is not shown on the drawings. So in actual fact, the extension is not disproportionate when looking at the properties as a whole, as the original farmhouse in its entirety is much larger than the extension. Just reverting to government guidance, which says there should be proactive and collaborative approach at all stages of the planning. Well, our architect has tried to negotiate with the planning officer on 3 occasions, but she's been unable to contribute anything positive to any adjustments which she might think were appropriate. I don't see how the development would have an adverse effect on existing footpaths any more than it does now, and I don't consider that it's fair to say that the views will be blocked by the development. And just in conclusion, there are no developments which are overlooked by our development, no dwellings that are overlooked by our development, and there are no highways or parking issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Smith. Thank you. Catherine? Yes? You're on mute, Catherine.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, just to go over a couple of points that were raised. I mean, obviously, this has been called into committee. We have had discussions with the agent at various stages, and the planning officer has discussed it with both myself and other planning officers. Our view is that the extension is quite large and disproportionate to what's already there. I think when you get a farmhouse, barn and different things like that, you've got to be careful about the additions to that and try and keep the character of those buildings. And we feel in this case that although some changes have been made, it's still of a design and a size that we wouldn't think was appropriate there, hence our reason for refusal. I mean, it is visible from the footpath as well, and we're not saying it blocks views. What we're saying is there's public viewpoints, and I think that's important when you're looking at the design aspect of it, is that it's not that it can't be seen from anywhere. There are public views, and therefore we think that's important to raise that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Councillor McAvoy, did you wish to come in?
I think Councillor Newman's before.
Councillor Newman, yes. Councillor Newman?
Thank you, Chair. I think Catherine has hit the nail on the head with this one. It's not in keeping with the traditional farm building, and I certainly will not support this application. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Newman. Councillor McAvoy, did you wish to?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I spoke to you and I asked you to call it in. I mean, I mind to put approve on it, so that's my feeling, but obviously it depends on what other people feel, but I will be proposing to approve it.
Well, Councillor Newman, have you already proposed that?
Yeah, well, he's proposed, no, I think Councillor Newman's proposed, I don't think he made a proposal, did you, Councillor Newman?
Sorry?
Did you
make a proposal? I wouldn't, I propose that I will not support this.
You're going for refusal. But Councillor McAvoy, you're going for approval.
Yes.
Madam Chair, Neil Hodgson, Blackwell.
Yes, Neil Hodgson, yes.
I'm astonished we've not responded because we are fairly active on planning applications. Can I ask for a deferral? Because I haven't even looked at this. The Parish Council haven't looked at it. I'm not sure why. If we're alerted, I apologise for the fact we haven't responded, but can I ask for a deferral so we can?
Well, if the Parish Council hasn't seen it, I would be quite happy to defer.
Is there a seconder for that? That's my proposal. Is there a seconder?
May I second the suggestion of a deferral if Parish haven't had the opportunity to discuss it?
Yeah, I think it is important that the Parish Council do have a look at the plans, and thank you, Councillor Turner. It has been moved that this application be deferred on the grounds that the Parish Council have not had the opportunity I mean, I know it's difficult at the moment because parish councils aren't meeting. So, Mr. Hodgson, are you waiting to come in?
No, there's been I've proposed and Councillor Turner seconded, so I guess that's a vote, isn't it?
Well, no, it's got to be voted on yet.
No, I'm saying, if there's a proposer, I propose.
It's been moved and seconded, yes.
Yes.
This application be deferred.
Thank you.
All in favour of deferral?
Yes.
Thank you, Chair.
Councillor Turner?
Yes.
Councillor McAvoy? Councillor Newman? You?
Yes, thank you.
Right, thank you. So that's all in favour of deferral. So it will come up at the next meeting.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Pardon?
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. So obviously, Mr. Smith, you will get notification when it's coming to committee. But I think if the parish council that's most involved with this, and as I say, it is difficult at the moment with parish councils not meeting, but I think they haven't had the opportunity to discuss it and give us their opinion.
Okay.
And as Mr. Hodgson points out, they normally are very good at getting back to us. So this application is deferred until the parish council has had the opportunity to have a look at it. I'm sorry, I'm starting a cold, so.
Okay.
Madam Chairman, please keep it just as a cold.
I think, thank you, yes. It's been coming for a couple of days, so. Thank you. Planning appeals. We have any new ones, Catherine? No?
No, Madam Chairman, there's no new ones. We're still waiting for the decision for the one at Higham. They are taking longer, I'm afraid.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah. And the one at the Old Dairy on Pasture Lane, we've submitted our statement, so that's just gone in the last week or so.
Yeah. Right, thank you. Enforcement, have we any updates on the enforcement?
Through you, Madam Chairman, the Dabbs house one on Ridge Lane, I have been past there myself, so I did have a look. The window hasn't been altered, but I believe that there's new owners. I think it's under offer at the moment, so we understand there's new owners. So it will be a case of updating the land registry and getting that sorted out with the new owners as soon as they take possession of it.
Right, thank you, Catherine. So,
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Councillor Turner.
May I pick up on the Dabbs Lane? If Catherine is saying that it is under offer, I trust that if it's marked as under offer, it will have been sold through an agent, and I trust that we did in fact inform the agent to inform any prospective purchasers of the situation, and that we don't have a new owner coming into the property unaware of their responsibilities.
Thank you, Councillor Turner. Yes, I'm sure that's the case. So, Councillor Turner, are you wishing to come back?
Sorry, Madam Chairman, I caught the wrong button.
Oh, right. That's quite all right. Capital programme. We have £16 left in our capital programme. There's no update on any of the funding that has already been provided. So, miscellaneous items, reopening of Barrowford Town Centre. Mr. Mr. Oliver, is there any update as far as
Well,
your work?
can you hear me okay? It's the
Yes,
first time
we
I've
can,
spoken, I think. Good. Although I've not been directly involved in this, you may remember that at the last area committee meeting, I said that the parish council was having a meeting with Pendle Heritage Centre, and that was in early November, early this month. And Councillor Coburn-Price, on behalf of the Pendle Heritage Centre, mentioned that she was writing a heritage trail leaflet and had sort of cannibalised our shopping booklet, perhaps not knowing that it was ours, and didn't seem to know anything about the area committee proposal for a revamped shopping booklet. And I've since come to understand that neither the Parish Council nor Pendle Heritage Centre has had a formal request from the area committee to pick this proposal up. So I think that that's the first thing that needs to happen, given the fact that there's not much time for the money to be allocated now or spent now. I should say that with Ian Lord, Parish Council Clerk, is very busy with budget, and of course the luncheon, the Meals on Wheels that we're doing. I'm not sure if he's in a position to take this up. So unfortunately, I think we're rather back to square one.
Yes, I think the idea was originally that it would be done, wouldn't be done by the Parish Council Clerk. It was actually going to be done professionally by an advertising company.
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Councillor Turner.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Madam Chairman, can I say, following on from what you've just said, that the ERDF funds have to be utilised and spent by 31st of March. We are now into the very end of November. December, by nature, is usually a dead month. And in January, some people are still trying to get over December 31st. So it does mean that we are now running a very tight ship to get this avenue in. There is also an additional £3,500 from the High Street Fund that we may be able to utilise as well. Could I suggest and could I recommend that the that the borough councillors get together, as I did suggest 3 months ago, and we actually form a working group and we effectively come up with some ideas by this time at the next meeting, in order that we can actually look forward to bringing forward a plan for what is to be done. And if we are going to get a professional firm in to do it, and I'm quite happy with that we get them in then, not in 2021. Because if we wait till 2021, we may miss the boat. Because as I've had a little bit of experience with ERDF, as director and chairman of Groundwork Black Country, and also director of Dudley Zoo, and also director of other companies down in West Midlands, where we've done use ERDF funding, I do realise how difficult it is. They don't give any time spare, and the audit of the spend has to be 100%, so they don't try to reclaim. So I'd like to recommend that we form a working group as a matter of urgency, and the working group gets to task with assembling a report to come back to the next meeting, and hopefully with a recommendation and also some movement forward with an avenue to go. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Thank you, Councillor Turner. Yes, I think we could do that, yes. I think, unfortunately, at the moment, there's only you and I are councillors for Barrowford. So if you want to arrange
I'm quite happy to join yourself.
If you want to arrange a time and date of a meeting, I'm quite happy to join you.
Fine. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
And
no
I think
problem.
possibly
We'll
we
do
could
that.
ask somebody from the Parish Council to come along as well.
Yeah. I'm all for that. And I would like to suggest, if we may, that we also ask Councillor McAvoy, and of course we could actually invite Councillor Newman and Councillor Leonte because of their responsibilities that will be involved, because from whenever there is a next election, they may all be more involved than what they are now. But by the same token, the whole point of it is to improve Barrowford Town Centre and Barrowford High Street, and that will mean bringing in people from Higham, bringing in people from Fence to utilise and expand the use of Barrowford High Street. So perhaps if they want to, with your permission, if they wanted to put input into it because of the lateness of the day, I'm happy to arrange something where they are also invited to it as well.
That's fine. I'm sure Councillor Newman and Councillor McAvoy will appreciate that. Yes. I think we shall also look to work that has already been done. I know that in Colne they've actually done quite a bit on their high street, and I am in touch with the person who's been organising this. So possibly we could seek her help and advice as well.
Yeah, I'm quite happy.
It is somebody who has a strong connection to Barrowford.
Yep, I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy that we bring in any help that we can assemble, because the most important thing is to make sure that we don't miss out on this. There is a potential £10,000 here that we could lose if we don't move ourselves to do it. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Thank you. Councillor Newman?
Thank you, Chair. I'd be more than happy to join the happy group of people to try and put some input in for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Newman. Councillor McAvoy, would you be happy to join?
I will do my best depending on work.
Oh, I know this is a big problem, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Madam Chairman, I will circulate the members concerned after the meeting and try to facilitate a meeting that we can have by Zoom, and we can all get together ASAP. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Right, thank you very much, Councillor Turner. So, anything else? Right, well, thank you all very much indeed. That seems to be it. Short and sweet.
Linda, can I ask what the date of the next meeting is? Because obviously the end of December is Christmas, so I'm assuming we're not meeting Christmas week.
December the 25th?
Christmas Day.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think we meet on Christmas Day as a rule.
Chairman, I think it's likely that they're going...
Joanne, you muted yourself.
Oh, sorry. I think it's likely that it's going to be the first week of January. So either, yeah, I'm not sure. If not the first week, then the second week of January.
Thank you. Well, can we have it on a Thursday, please?
We'll try. We'll try, yeah.
Thank you. So, well, if we go back to the second Thursday in January, that brings us back into line. Yeah, so. Well, thank you all very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.
Thank you.
All the very best to everyone for Christmas.
Thanks a lot. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah, very